My, thank you so much. They're both alive. Thank goodness.
Enjoy the lurk, Shadow.
You actually found Flayn? Nice work.
It is a shame you could not be there, Claude. I would have liked for you to witness our mortal struggle against the Death Knight.
Yes, mortal struggle. Got away.
Hey, at least we managed to rescue Flayn and complete our mission. That's what counts, right? Right. Excellent work, everyone.
Excellent.
Now then, let's get these limp ladies to the infirmary, shall we?
No problem. I can carry them both.
You have to use the word limp.
Be gentle with them, Raphael. Let us carry each one individually. And slowly.
You know, Teach, seeing you smile sure makes me feel better. You look happy for a change.
Happy.
Do you
Yay.
not know? Well, truth is, I've never seen you smile before now. At times, it made me wonder whether you were even human. But I suppose that was just my imagination running wild. Anyhow, we've probably kept Sedith waiting about as long as he can stand. Let's hurry up and tell him the great news.
Hey, good news.
Professor, please allow me to express my eternal gratitude once more. Flayn is safe and sound, and I have you to thank for that. Mere words could never express how thankful I am. I am indebted to you.
Happy she's safe.
Yes, indeed. I too am overjoyed.
Why was Flayn taken to begin with?
Her kidnapper was the masked knight who vanished during the Rite of Rebirth, the one known as the Death Knight. Considering the circumstances, it seems plausible to assume that his true identity is Yaritza. And we cannot forget about the mysterious Flame Emperor. His true motives are yet unclear.
Yes, his true.
However, I have an idea. I believe the enemy may have been after Flayn's blood. The blood that flows through her veins is special. It is extremely rare, and extremely dangerous. If enemies who know the secrets of Flayn's blood have appeared, our only option is to leave the monastery and go into hiding.
Brother, wait.
Flayn, what are you doing here? You should be resting.
I do not like the path of your thoughts. I do not wish to live in some lonely, remote location where I never get to see anyone. Not ever
Yeah, those last
again.
1,000 years
If
sucked.
we stay here, you may be targeted again. Wouldn't it be better for the two of us to live in peace?
Even if we ran off to some new, secret location, there is no guarantee that they would not find us. That is why I believe it would be safest to stay in the monastery, where we are surrounded by capable knights and professors.
You were
I see your
captured.
point. I do. However,
You know it is the only reasonable option. What if I were to join the professor's class?
A great idea.
You think so too? I am so very pleased to hear that. With a professor like you nearby, I shall be safe no matter what foe should appear.
I see. I am afraid you have a good point. Professor,
Beaten by logic,
due
my
to
greatest
position,
foe.
I have closely scrutinized everything about you. After all that has happened, I must admit that you are indeed a trusted ally. So what say you? Can I entrust you with Flayn's safety?
Be my pleasure. And I'm not doing the Golden Eagles.
I'm so
Chance to
glad
be
that Flayn is safe.
Black Eagles.
Yet I can't help but wonder what the story is about that other girl. She wore the uniform of the academy. But who is she?
Well done, Professor. I see that I was right to ask your class for assistance.
Damn right you
I
were.
have been told that Manuela and Flayn are recovering nicely, as is Monica.
Just Monica. A student here?
Monica, the girl you rescued along with Flayn, is also a student of the Officers' Academy. However,
She is a student from last year's class. She went missing just before she would have graduated. It never occurred to us that something might have happened to her at the monastery. We assumed she had run away. I never dreamed that
You know what happens when you assume?
Not like this.
Monica has asked to rejoin the Black Eagle House once she has fully recovered.
And you're not taking into
Our
question that she's been
enemies are still
gone for a year.
So we must remain cautious and continue our investigation. However, we must also help the students to move on from this incident.
After all, the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will be held in Gronder Field next month.
Yes, the students will remember it for the rest of their lives. Please guide them so that they may show us their best at the coming battle.
So, you'll be going to Gronder Field next month. You've never been there before, have you? There is unease in the western side of the Empire, but everything east of the capital, Enbar, is stable. Well, there was a noble rebellion a short while ago, but it didn't amount to much.
What will you do next month?
I have my own mission. The Church has always been quick to make use of those who work for them. What I'm more concerned about is finding out who among us is pulling the strings.
Among Us.
Ever since the Rite of Rebirth, strange groups have been seen around Garreg Mach and
Pretty
elsewhere
sus.
too. There was also an incident where some knights investigating these suspicious strangers turned up dead. Not that it's likely, but if something like that ever happens to me, search this room, every corner, behind every shelf. I'm going to leave something for you.
That's not foreshadowing anything. Don't say things like that.
Don't get me wrong, I have no intention of dying. I know it would be too much to ask.
I have
you to
no
cheer
why you
up,
get support
but do
bonuses
at
for
least
him
drop
because you
a
can't get
serious-
support conversations with him.
Well, I'll be. Was that a smile just now?
Save. Small cutscene. Save again.
Part 1. White Clouds. Wyvern Moon. Field of the Eagle and Lion. From on high, flocks of wyverns roar in chorus and soar the pristine skies, heading south for the winter. Fodlan's children lend their hands to winter preparations by gathering firewood and catching fish from the river's cool waters. Yet all the while, their gazes are turned skyward, drawn to the magnificent sight above.
Island Sun, yeah, I'd be mystified by that too. I got him up to level B.
Alright, time to sneak off and do some painting. Professor, such lovely weather today, huh? I was, just about to go for a walk.
Are you bringing paper?
What, this? No, it's, I'm sorry, Professor. I'll admit it. I was going to do some painting.
Okay,
You remember
have fun.
the place where we talked before? I've been painting the scenery there. I'm still keeping up with my academics and training, of course. I just paint in
Go
my
ahead and
spare
go.
time,
I don't care.
as a change of pace.
You don't have to hide it.
Oh, I don't? Well, yes. Maybe you're right. I may have gotten ahead of myself. I'm sorry for panicking there. Honestly, I'm just worried that my father will find out that I've been painting.
Doesn't need to know.
Of course. Why would you go out of your way to tell him that? Completely illogical of me. But it seems I've developed a bit of a complex about it. My father's not a fan of my artistic pastime, you see. We're a merchant family, and my older brother is set to inherit the business. As for me, my father decided I should be a knight. That's why I'm at the academy. Painting won't help me become a knight. It's a waste of time.
No, it's not.
Well, yes. I feel like I'm betraying my parents. I hear that business has been slow for them over the past few years. If I become a knight for an influential noble house, I could use my connections to help support them. My father was determined to send me here. He must have been, considering the enormous amount of money he spent. I don't think I'm well suited to being a knight. My parents sent me to the academy for their sake, not my own. When I think about how hard my family is working just to stay in business, how can I sit idly by?
Good thing a war is
just
about to
say
break
that
out in a few.
painting will have to remain my little hobby. Nothing more. Not that I could make a career out of it even if I wanted to. That's just a fantasy.
Well, some epilogues say otherwise.
It's finally time. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion at Gronder Field is this month. Don't tell me you forgot, Teach.
What now? I know a little about it.
You're kidding. Didn't Rhea or Sedith fill you in? Guess I have to do everything myself around here. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is one of the Academy's annual traditions. It's a huge mock battle between the three rival houses.
But you know all about rivalry battles, Professor. There was one right after you got here, remember?
Kick their
The
asses.
Battle of the Eagle and Lion will be held in Gronder Field, far away from Garreg Mach.
The house that defeats the most opponents wins. It's a three-way battle that relies heavily on strategy. Sounds exciting.
My
doesn't it?
strategy? Charge at them all.
Hey, Claude, what about Professor Manuela? Do you think she'll be able to join us despite her injuries?
I'm afraid she's sitting this one out, as is Professor Hanneman.
As my persistent rival will not be present, it only goes to follow that I must also sit out this year's battle. Now leave me be, Claude.
What should I do?
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
If it isn't our own Professor Manuela, all things considered, you're looking well.
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield anyway.
That implies they've seen you collapse
You really won't be joining us for the battle?
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
Fair.
Oh my, look at you! If you're as confident as all that, my students will walk all over you.
We have taught our students well. There is no need to hold back. Challenge them with everything you have.
Or I'm gonna double check. Really haven't had her gone down the magic route all that much. I don't have umpteen billion support conversations for once.
Do you have a moment?
Well, well, it's the little lady of House Ordelia. What can I do for you?
You piqued my interest when you spoke about my parents coming to your rescue.
Oh, right. Forgot I let that slip.
On the rock right.
Home, I became something of a vagrant.
Oh.
Getting into fights, borrowing money I couldn't pay back. The works.
Oh, I know all about it. You were quite the vagabond.
Wherever I went, I was treated like trash. Securing enough food to live on got harder and harder. It became clear that I wasn't
I am
welcome
not
in
okay.
Alliance territory, so I decided to head over to the Empire.
My big mistake was stopping by the
Oh, I
grave
think I
of
got it.
Murden on the way. Just my luck.
Oh,
some jerk
nope.
of a
No, I
minor
didn't.
lord north
No,
of the
I didn't.
bridge was on a hunt for the bounty on my head.
Oh, that's awful.
Would have been fine if I'd been alone, but innocent folks were around. Didn't want to endanger them. That's when I turned
Did I get this
tail.
time?
I ran until I
Don't
couldn't
think I
run
did.
another step, and found myself in Ordelia territory. I knew Count Ordelia from when I was still with my family's house, so it seemed like a decent option. I was hoping our history would be enough to secure a place of sanctuary, but no such luck.
They refused to take you in?
Yeah, I could tell there was some reason behind it, but they told me to get out as fast as I could.
Ah.
Okay, what was I missing now?
Imagine it was when the Empire was meddling with my family. We lived in shackles back then.
Makes sense. Still, I'm grateful. They gave me food and distracted the Empire's cronies so I could escape. I was half dead from starvation, so that meal saved my life. No joke. Your family's the real deal. Just imagine what the Empire would have done to me. I can tell you it wouldn't have been pretty.
I have
Probably
no
not.
doubts. We weren't allowed contact with anyone from the outside. It was strictly forbidden.
I see. Well, that's when I vowed to find a way to repay them. One day I'll do just that.
And when do you intend to carry out this vow of yours? In due honesty, I don't see you as someone capable of carrying out vows right now, or even keeping your things together.
Can't argue with that. It'll take me a while to repay that debt, but I will. Just you wait and see.
Pay that debt. Did get her to S+. Let's just jack this up a bit. Doesn't even give her that. I didn't realize that would happen. What do you have to say, Sothis?
This monastery is more dangerous than I expected. It's likely that our foes have infiltrated the ranks of the teachers. And there may be others of questionable character about as well. If you ask me, there is
Well, there's only
something
one
amiss about that
other
old
person
man,
that's been here.
Tomas.
Oh, yeah, and you're right about that. What do you have to say?
Do you have a second? It's about Monica. Does she seem off to you?
Yes.
She was in prison for a long while, but she seems to have recovered almost instantly, and she's been bizarrely cheerful. You see
But you
what
mention
I
it.
mean? I wonder if she's straining to seem happy just to make people comfortable.
No.
And why
No,
is
that's
she so
not it.
close to Edelgard anyway?
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is a free-for-all contest among the three classes. If you are victorious, the Archbishop will no doubt present you with a reward.
Yeah, I want that
Along
reward.
with Flayn, we found another female student who went missing last year. But now the combat professor Yuritsa has vanished. His origin begged many questions, so there were plenty of objections to his appointment here. He is apparently from House Rim of the Empire, but he was adopted from another family, or so they say. Anyway, there hasn't been much good to be said about House Rim in recent decades.
Letter to Ray.
What do you
Blah,
say,
blah, blah.
Idle? Shall we meet up in the library later to...
Oh, hello, Professor. Do you need something? I'm a little busy at the moment.
Sorry, Professor. I've got a lot of questions to ask Adel here. Since I couldn't graduate last year, I really want to make sure I can do so this year.
Sure you do. Let's see who I got this time. Or more. I will buy your arcane crystal. Unused name. I will buy your master seal. Joey. I will buy that killer lance. You. I will definitely buy that mithril. Already off to a better start than last time.
That's, hey!
Two before minutes 30 seconds is up. That's always a good sign.
Professor!
Okay.
And whew, that one was close. What do I get? Cool. I have like 6 of those.
Right.
Really?
After the
have
battle
to
of
say
the Eagle
monk.
and Lion, a prize is awarded to the winner by the Archbishop herself. It's a 3-way battle, so you can't waste too much time just observing. You have to jump right in there. You have to be proactive and defeat the most opponents. Do that, and it's quite possible the Archbishop will recognize how strong you are. Ah, great memories. I was a student here many years ago. I know what I speak of.
House win. To the set. Didn't care because I'm not recruiting her. Been a turbulent year. Yeah. Fire. Wrong Flayn, because why not? I don't know why I did, but I did.
I'll keep my voice down.
It is so much fun to sing with others.
Hi.
Oh,
You have
hi,
to say-
Professor. Have you heard the rumor about the Goddess Tower? Well, there's an annual ball here the month after next, during the ethereal moon. They say if a boy and a girl wish for something together at the Goddess Tower on that night, the goddess herself will grant it. I don't know where the rumor started, but it's a great story, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought.
What are you thinking about?
Death Knight's true identity.
Yes, it was perfect. That's where you. Oh, fucking thing.
I have a favor to ask.
I will deliver your heartfelt letter. I'm lagging. Down here with the... Ah,
I
okay.
see. So you are Gerald's child. You so resemble your mother.
Not really. Might you
I'm
be?
nothing more than a common monk. I knew your parents, once upon a time. I've been gone from the monastery for some time now, because... well, it matters not. Might I ask a favor of you? Do you mind terribly picking up some fresh flowers to place upon your mother's grave? I am certain she'd be deeply moved to receive a gift from you.
He's the boss of the DLC.
Hey, the Death Knight's true identity. Personally, I don't think it could be Yuritsa.
Oh, you're
He
wrong.
taught me swordsmanship. He said I had talent and the potential to get pretty strong. He was a little scary, of course. But it's hard
Because
for
he
me
wanted to
believe
fight
he's
you
a
to
bad
death.
person.
A fishing tournament, huh? Sounds fun, but not as fun as reeling in the ladies. Just kidding, of course. The most important thing right now is preparing for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Sure,
After
want to
all,
believe that.
the ladies love nothing more than a winner. And around here, there's no bigger game.
I'm sure they
You'd
do.
understand, Professor.
So it is.
No, that was meant to be sarcasm. That wasn't meant to make you happy.
Flayn and Monica, was it? I'm glad they were returned safe and sound.
Did you want something?
Always the talkative one.
Hey!
It's Lindhart.
I'm just absolutely exhausted. I swear to you, Professor, every month we're worked harder than the month before. I had imagined the Academy as a chance to possibly relax before our lives began in earnest.
It is what it is.
That's the Church of Seros for you. What is it they say? Those with power are obliged to use it.
Quest in here?
Hey!
I did.
I need a favor.
Hey!
Hey, shut up. Blue thing. Other shiny blue thing.
When you feel that first refreshing breeze upon your face, you know it is almost time for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Gronder Field is within the Empire, but the path there from the monastery necessitates passing through Alliance territory. Fodlan's biggest river, the Aramid River, flows along the border between the Empire and the Alliance. You will have to cross one of the largest bridges upon that river, the Great Bridge of Murden.
It's almost like you're implying there's going to be a big battle there later in the game. Kitties. Gatekeeper!
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Young Monica disappeared last year. I thought she had simply run along home, but it turns out she was kidnapped. I can't believe it. How awful it must have been for the poor thing. They say her personality has completely changed, but at least she seems more cheerful than before. Grateful to be alive, perhaps?
Sure.
Do you have time for a request?
Beat up the bank. Any blue thing. Tiny blue thing.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye. You have a good. You have a good. You have a good. You have a good. A pleasure doing business with you. Come again.
No point in buying the coffee beans. Only Hubert likes those.
This one, yes? I think 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 this one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Thought of something. Need to go boost her. No.
What do you require? Farewell.
Okay. GP, Professor. I'd love to. Hey, how about a favor?
Indeed.
You have to
I
say
received
Lauren's.
a rare letter from my father recently. He said that he is praying for the Golden Deer House to emerge victorious. Insistently praying. My father attended the Officers' Academy and won a glorious victory in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. I think he is quite proud of that, even to this day. I suppose that shows how great an honor it truly is.
He didn't say something insufferable. Weird. I agree with him. We're gonna kick ass and take names.
You know, the Empire used to control all of Fodlan. But after the Civil War, the northern region split off and became the Kingdom. Later, the eastern part of the Kingdom seceded to become the Alliance. There are 3 powers today, but 1,000 years ago, we were all united as one. Even now, among the nobles of the Empire, there are some who dream of reunifying Fodlan.
And that's the end game of this game. Tiny green things. Here. That's what I meant to do. No. Gotta be some stuff in here. To do for see ring. Those are some good things. Meow. Bark. Bark. Meow. Meow.
Going all the way to the Empire for a mock battle? This is serious business. And there's a reward to be had as well. I'd really like to win this thing.
Me too.
Everyone else seems to be raring to go too. We're all looking to you to guide us, Teach.
You can have. There we go. That's good enough for now.
Excuse me, Professor. Do you think it would reflect poorly on me if I chose not to take part in the battle of the Eagle and Lion?
You want to participate?
Well, I don't really want to leave the monastery. I'm not very confident, but I'll try my best.
Well, you're given the better shot than Bernie would, so...
Gronderfield is in the Empire, right? I wonder how we'll get there. I thought I heard that there's no path that goes straight from the monastery to the Empire. Oh, perhaps we'll travel through Alliance territory. Yes, I see. From the east, we would go...
Enough of your mumbling.
Fishing? No thanks. I tried it once and... ugh, gross. I don't even really like to eat fish, let alone catch and gut them.
Fish are delicious.
Besides, who can think about fishing right now? The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is coming up soon. Feeling confident?
Yes. Very.
That's the spirit. Hello.
Hello. There, now she can actually equip one. Plug it in when it dies. Would be a good one giving her a beat. That one's magic, so... Lose some avoid. That one, I lose some avoid, but everything else is better.
Oh, having a fishing tournament before the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. At first I couldn't figure out what they were thinking. But the fish are especially tasty this time of year, so I don't question it anymore. Have you had any, Professor?
Yourself, then.
Hi, Professor. Want to know something? Gronder is in the territory of House Burgleys in the Empire. That's right next to my home, the region of House Varley. Oh, no. What if my parents come to watch?
I don't think nobles are allowed to watch.
Sure? You wouldn't say that if you weren't completely sure, right?
I have no idea. I just said it to make you feel better. Now I'm leaving.
Why would we go all the way to Gronder Field? It's idiocy to travel that far.
It may be a tradition, but it takes forever to get there and is exhausting. So pointless.
I guess
Tradition. You don't break tradition.
Even by you, Professor.
Let's see.
Bash.
Professor, has Seteth told you? We're to have a fishing tournament.
Yay, fishing
Given
tournament.
the events of the last month, I believe this is just the sort of distraction we need. Staff and student alike.
Yay, distraction. You good at fishing?
I do enjoy the sport, yet I wouldn't say I'm particularly good at it. I believe it best that I stick to quietly fishing by myself.
In other words, you suck at it. Got it.
Let's see.
Wait.
Fodlan is big. It's not as big as Elmira is, but it's still pretty big.
Ever on Fulton someday?
I don't know. Never thought about it, I guess.
You know, I'm pretty good at fishing. My older brother used to take me out. Why don't you give it a try, too?
No.
Sometimes it's nice to dangle a fishing line and let your mind wander. I'd love to spend some time lounging around by a scenic river or lake.
Holding such a frivolous and downright ridiculous event so close to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? It's absolutely absurd.
Hey, I'm gonna take part anyways.
They did say we could eat whatever we catch. I'm a sucker for a good meal. I just couldn't resist.
Professor. Welcome to the Monastery Fishing Tournament. You look confused. Didn't Satis tell you about it?
Nope.
Just catch whatever fish Flayn requests. Show any fish you catch to Flayn. I have a favor to ask.
Professor.
Okay, actually. Yeah, so let's do the fishing tournament. Tournament bait. Oh, red right away. How nice. I think I'm already done.
Oh, are you taking part in the fishing? Whoever can catch the big...
Oh, so you're taking part. Catch the...
Are you taking part as well? Why don't we have some fun with this?
Well, it is a
Oh,
tournament.
come. If you catch a fish like this, come show it to me.
Professor. Oh, you're entering too. Let's see who can catch the biggest fish.
So you are joining the fishing tournament? That's great, but you don't stand a chance against me. I just caught this beauty.
You caught a 1-star fish. You're terrible.
I am happy that you will have participation. Maybe you and I both can have a small contest with each other. We will both have catching of the same fish type and do compare.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see. But they haven't been biting.
Shouting to
What
scaring the
shouting?
fish.
Everyone told me I was too loud, so I've been using my quiet voice.
Have you thought about entering? Maybe you and I could have... I just caught this fish here.
It's loud.
I'm going to...
Tournament.
Will you be taking part too, Professor? I cannot recall the type. So, if you do manage to catch a fish... Oh, you caught... Yes, yes, yay!
Yeah, I got it on the first bite.
This is the fish I have been pining for. I am so pleased. I shall cook it up immediately. Oh, that is mine. Thank you so very much.
Thanks. I guess that's it.
I'm going to catch me some...
Yes. This created more fun.
I tried to talk to them again.
Wasn't expecting much.
The fishing tournament's over.
I think I messed that up.
The fishing tournament is over. I heard you did some fishing.
All that's left now is to eat it.
I think...
Fishing was a nice change of pace.
That was my own fault.
I'm going to catch me. I appreciate
You have something to say. Go check that. Oh, kitty.
Since we were little, Ingrid's always gotten this odd look in her eye when someone brings up food.
I'm glad I came to hear that.
Ever since the tournament, the kitchen is completely overtaken with fish. The cooks cannot keep up.
Everyone's a mess.
My savior, thank you.
Cemetery, I guess.
Hey!
Yep.
Thank you so much. I can rest easy now. I must be off. Take especially good care of yourself, won't you? Please, look after Gerald. She'd have wanted that.
Sauna. Hope I get him. Or him. Him. And we're done. Dang it. Longer there, that was my own fault. Better not have the bar. Whatever. Green bar's there this time. There last time. I'll just shut up. Stick with. Let's do build again. Really? That was the one that usually gives you more. I know the battery is low. Really, I did... Wow, that was just dumb. At least we can walk around steaming for a bit.
Okay.